Guys, I'm here to light a fire up underneath your behind. The universe wants you to take action. The universe wants you to strive towards your goals. If you're watching this kind of spiritual content, the universe would not have given you this knowledge of manifestation, this knowledge of law of attraction, if you weren't supposed to use it. If you weren't supposed to get all of these beautiful desires, the universe would not have put your dreams so strongly on your heart if you weren't supposed to achieve that dream. And I feel like you've forgotten about that. I feel like maybe you're in this state where you've kind of drifted away from yourself a little bit. Maybe you've lost yourself a little bit. And I'm here to bring you back to yourself. I'm here for you to remember who you are. You have achievable goals. And I feel like, okay, some of you might be putting too strict of a time limit on your goals. Maybe you want to achieve something in a year. You want like a certain amount of money. Maybe you want to buy a house. Maybe you want a partner. And you're putting this really strict, limited time limit on it. And if you're thinking to yourself, oh, well, if I don't achieve it by this time, I'm never going to have it. Or, oh, I've failed. Or something's gone wrong. It hasn't failed. You need to let go of control, first of all, and allow the universe to meet you halfway. But you also need to just believe in yourself and in your power, and in the power of the universe. You can have everything that you desire. You already have everything you desire. Your future self has already given you that as a gift, because you've already done the work to get to where you want to be. You're living the life that you want already. Look at where you are from 5 years ago. How much has changed in 5 years? How much have you achieved in 5 years? The you that you were 5 years ago didn't know that you'd have all the beautiful, wonderful things that you have now. So the you that you are now doesn't know that you're going to have all those beautiful, wonderful things in 5 years' time. Your future self is looking back on you the same way you're looking back on your past self and thinking, oh my God, wow, look at everything that I have. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Sit with yourself in a meditation and ask your future self in that meditation, what do I need to do in order to achieve the goals I want to achieve right now? Tap into that energy. It's a radio station. Tap into the future self that you have that already has the things that you want to have, and ask them, what do I need to do in order to achieve those goals? And I can guarantee you intuitive messages will pour into you and you will know your next steps. Everything will be clear. I feel like you've been in this fog and there's been this veil over you, maybe a dark cloud over you, and you're being called to see through the fog. I'm seeing the Two of Swords in my mind right now where she has the blindfold over her. Take that blindfold off. And you're the only one who can take that blindfold off of yourself. Start looking ahead. Start looking at your future. Start looking at the goals that you want to achieve. Write them down. You're more likely to achieve all your goals if you've written them down first. You can do whatever you want to do in this lifetime. Don't allow negative thoughts or self-doubt to get in your way. I feel like you'll talk yourself out of things a lot. And human beings are so like this. Your ego will get in the way. Your mindset will get in the way. Maybe past failures that you've had that weren't actually failures, but they were lessons that you needed to learn in order for you to become the version of yourself you are today. You're looking back on that and thinking, oh my God, it was a failure. Oh, what if I fail again? Oh, it felt awful the first time. You're afraid of your own emotions. You're afraid of the feeling that's going to come with not achieving the goal. So you're avoiding going towards the goal because you think it's going to not feel as bad. But you're going to wake up in 10 years' time and feel even worse because you haven't taken action towards the thing that you wanted to get to. Time is passing either way, and it's up to you how you're going to spend that time. If you're going to spend it running away from yourself and abandoning yourself and being too scared to jump in and take that leap of faith, you're going to be unhappy either way, whether you fail or not. You're not going to fail. You're going to be afraid of failing, but you have to feel that fear and do it anyway. Did you ever read that book by Susan Jeffers? That's a book. If anyone hasn't read it, please go read it. And if you've read it, please read it again. Because I feel like there's so much powerful wisdom in that book. You have to feel the fear and do it anyway. Do it scared. You're never gonna be ready. You're never gonna not feel scared. If you're afraid right now and you're doubting yourself right now, you have to do it while you're doubting yourself. You have to do it while you feel not good enough. Prove yourself wrong. Take the chances that you need to take. Take that risk. Bet on yourself. Life is just like a video game. You're living in a matrix right now. Nothing is actually real, but it is real. Treat it like a video game. You're playing for yourself. It's your life. I feel like you get caught up in your head a lot. Maybe some of you struggle with your mental health. Maybe you think too much. Maybe you're an overthinker and you're thinking of all the negative possibilities out in the world. I just got a tingle on the top of my head. That was confirmation. You overthink the situation before it happens. And that cripples you. It stops you from being able to take steps towards what you need to do. You need to take your mind, take your ego, and put it on the bench. Put the fear in the passenger seat and tell your fear that you're the one driving and you're the one holding the steering wheel. Did you ever read Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert? You guys are being called to read that book. I don't know why books are coming up today. If you haven't read Big Magic, this is a sign to go and do that. But Elizabeth Gilbert talks about exactly that, putting the fear in the passenger seat, telling the fear, or the back seat even better, and telling the fear, you can come on the journey, but you can't touch anything in the car. You can't even change the radio station. And you definitely can't touch the driving steering wheel. You gotta go your own way. I feel like if you're part of this spiritual community, if you're watching these videos, you have big dreams and big goals that are maybe more unconventional. Maybe you have a lot of people around you who've spoken fear into your heart, who are just looking out for you. They want the best for you. They want you to do well in life. They want you to be able to earn enough money to be able to sustain yourself, and maybe they're thinking that the career that you're dreaming of isn't going to get you there. And they're speaking that fear into your heart, but you know better. Only you can see the vision. Okay, when an oak tree is growing, right, it starts as a seed. It starts as that little acorn. And if you didn't know what an acorn was or what it was going to grow into, you'd look at the acorn and be like, okay, well, what is this? It's not really worth that much, right? But the people who know what the acorn can become will put the acorn into a beautiful pot of soil, water it, tend to it, put it in the sunshine, add the manure or the fertilizer to get it to grow. And it'll become this big tree. And then it'll give more acorns to have more trees. You can see that vision because you know internally within yourself. Nobody else can see it. And that's maybe why they're speaking that fear into your heart. Because they don't know, they don't have that vision. They can't see what you can see. Don't allow them to take that vision away from you just because they don't understand it. It doesn't mean that they know better. They don't know better. You know better because you know what's right for yourself. Use your intuition. If this is resonating for you, sit and meditate. Sit and use your intuition and find yourself that way. Find yourself internally within yourself and bring that out. Bring that vision out. You're meant to be seen. You're meant to be heard. You have a voice and you're here to use it. You're not here to be quiet and stay like a small little mouse. Okay, you're a lion and you need to roar. Use your voice. Guys, you have so much power internally within yourself, just like that acorn. Just like that little seed. And you need to allow yourself that room to grow your roots, to blossom, to spread your branches and have these beautiful leaves waving in the breeze. It's time to love yourself enough to step forwards towards yourself. Believe in yourself, believe in your vision, believe in your goals. Don't doubt yourself. If you have doubt, that's okay. Allow that to be there, but take action anyway. Do it scared. Because the more you do it, the less scared you'll be. Because the more you'll prove to yourself how capable you are. The beginning is always the hardest. Starting is always the hardest because you don't know what you're capable of. And you're stepping into the unknown. But the unknown is where all the magic happens. Don't you get that? The unknown is where the magic happens. You have to step towards that. And it's scary. But you have to process that fear and move forward anyway. Love yourself enough to do that. Give yourself that. Guys, I love you so much. I love you so much. I hope this message hits you where it needs to hit you and it clicks in your brain. Because you deserve the world. You deserve love. You deserve life. You're here to live a beautiful life, okay? Please, please, please give that to yourself. Don't abandon yourself. Don't walk away from yourself. Okay? Guys, I love you so much. I hope you have the most beautiful, beautiful day. And I hope this inspired you just a little bit. Bye, guys.